Hi everyone, this is Jessica in Communications for the City of Battle Creek, and this is the City Commission Agenda Preview for April 18th, 2023. We have a 7 p.m. regular meeting, and you might think that seems too soon since our last meeting, but we had a commission meeting on April 11th to avoid the spring break week. To learn about the different parts of our City Commission meetings and agendas, check out our introductory video linked in the description box below. We have a lot of different pieces to the April 18th agenda, so that might be a good review. As another quick review, we are on our website right here, battlecreekmi.gov. We're under the Your Government tab, Mayor and City Commission, then Agendas, Minutes, and Videos. We're going to scroll down, choose the online agenda, and we will go through it together. So on April 18th, we will have 2 proclamations that evening. One recognizes Arbor Day on April 28th and encourages us to care for trees in our community. The second is to recognize local activist Bobby Holly, who has spent decades raising awareness about different issues in the community and just participating generally in our community and caring for the people who live here. He will receive a key to the city along with that. Next, we have 2 presentations. The first is from Helen Guzzo, and she's the manager of Calhoun County Senior Services, and they have a lot of great programs, and I'm sure Helen's going to go through some of those for us. The second is a city staff presentation, and that will be from Duska Brum, our recreation director. We are on a roll with 2s. We have 2 public hearings set next. The first one is to get public comment about a now long tested project that is ready to go full scale. This is very cool. It is biosolids composting at our wastewater treatment plant on West River Road. And if you were able to attend our Public Works open house last year, you might have gotten a bucket of that very cool compost. We have to do something to dispose of the solids that are left over from our wastewater treatment process. And in the past, we have burned those solids, which doesn't meet environmental standards anymore. So we haven't done that for a long time. And we've also landfilled them. That is just a next appropriate step to do that. During the summer months, we are able to apply them to farmland as fertilizer. However, after a long pilot and testing process, now we have a new process that turns the biosolids into a really great compost product. Our second public hearing is to get public comment about our community development staff's annual action plan and proposed budget for the community development block grant and home programs. We talk about these programs a lot. They are programs that we use every year through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, and they help low and moderate income neighbors. Included in the proposed budget are programs like our minor home repair, improving Battle Creek Transit bus stops, fair housing education, housing case management to help people stay in their homes, and also rental and down payment assistance. 2 is the magic number for April 18th because we also have 2 ordinance introductions. First is a proposed update to our zoning ordinance, which guides appropriate uses for the land across the city. After a huge plan update in 2020, our staff found that some of the sections needed some clarification, some sections were too restrictive, and some items were just unnecessary. So you can see the entire list of the proposed updates in the agenda packet. So if you click the hyperlink for the first proposed ordinance here, that will open up a new window and it will give you an entire list of the proposed changes. The second ordinance introduction would amend our chapter on animals, and it would increase the number of hen licenses allowed in the city from 20 to 50. Since that local law was approved that allows residential chickens, we have reached the original limit of 20 licenses, and everything has run smoothly so far, so staff is proposing that we raise the limit to 50. So that would allow 30 more people to apply for and potentially have chickens at their homes. Moving on to the consent agenda for April 18th, we have minutes from previous meetings, 2 ambulance reports from Life Care, and the evening's city manager's report. We also have resolutions 108 through 115 on the consent agenda. 7 of these 8 resos appoint new members or reappoint previous members to some of our boards, committees, and commissions. And you can pause here if you like to see their names and the boards that they serve on. Reso 115 is to correct a previously approved resolution that allows for the sale of 2 vacant tax-reverted properties. There was an error in the legal descriptions and a parcel number for those properties, and this new resolution corrects that. Moving on, we have 6 regular resolutions coming up on Tuesday night, and 3 of them are to consider approval of special use permits. Someone might apply for a special use permit to use their property in a way that is not directly part of what the zoning allows, but they believe won't negatively impact the neighborhood. And those go to our Planning Commission first, and then come to our City Commission. Reso 116 is for a special use permit for a current medical marijuana business at 492 Capitol Avenue Southwest to also operate as an adult use marijuana business. While the Planning Commission previously did not approve this special use, city staff do recommend that the City Commission approve it because the request meets all necessary standards. Reso 117 is consideration of a special use permit for Meyer on West Columbia Avenue to add a trash enclosure to their gas station area, as well as a building addition for new bathrooms. Reso 118 is consideration of a special use permit for New Level Sports Ministries to operate a child care center at 410 West Van Buren Street. Reso 119 is to consider accepting a $59,000 grant for our Battle Creek Executive Airport. This is an American Rescue Plan Act grant from the Michigan Department of Transportation, and we plan to use that money for airport employees' payroll. Reso 120 is to consider approving an administrative consent order or an agreement between the city and the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy. This is to allow a longer time period for us to work with the state to fix the deteriorating casings in our wells that pump the water we treat and provide to the city for drinking water. That's out at our Verona pumping station and well fields. We recently held a workshop about this situation, and I will link that in the description box below for you, so you can go back and learn more about what's going on if you missed that workshop. And this is just one of the next steps in this process for us. Reso 121 is to consider adopting the plan for composting our wastewater treatment biosolids. And that's what we discussed earlier in this preview as part of the public hearing that will also happen at this April 18th meeting. And this also identifies our Public Works Director, Steve Skalski, as the project representative. So that's the agenda for April 18th. For more information and supporting documents on all of the items on our agendas, please check it out online or get a paper copy in the City Clerk's office at City Hall. Thanks for joining me for this City Commission preview for April 18th, 2023. You can watch our meetings live or as replays on the City of Battle Creek, Michigan YouTube channel and get connected with your City of Battle Creek.